Alright guys and gals, you've heard the news last week and it's something everyone's been talking about. The news that Harley-Davidson has suspended all vehicle assembly and shipments, excluding Livewire, for a 2-week period. This decision, taken out of an abundance of caution, is based on information provided by a third-party supplier to Harley-Davidson late on Tuesday, May 17th. Concerning a regulatory compliance matter relating to the supplier's component part. I had this whole other video planned and now it is just ruined. Ruined! Just kidding. I'll do that next week. But seriously, this week we'll go over what the MoCo has told the dealers, revisit my predictions from earlier in the year, why I think they did what they did, and how long it will last. How do I know? For those that don't know me, my name is Dawn, aka Irish Bob's sister, and I have worked at Harley-Davidson dealerships for nearly 15 years now. 3 different Harley-Davidson dealerships since 2008. So that means if you want to learn more about Harley-Davidson, what it's like to work at a dealership, or just more about motorcycling in general, then you should hit that subscribe button right now. I am also a motorcycle mentor and life coach in training. Do you keep trying to get to a particular goal but find yourself stuck in a rut? Is there a big decision, like maybe whether or not to stop production on something, that you need help in getting to? Would you like someone who is non-judgmental to listen to you and to work with you to get you where you want to go? Then you've got to click on over to irishbobsister.com and make me your life coach. I'll put the link to my website down below. We'll work together to get you where you want to go towards those goals you want to get accomplished. But for now, back to the news. For those that don't know, Harley's plant in York, Pennsylvania is where the gas-powered CVO touring Softail models have all been made, assembled, as well as, I believe, the Pan America, the Sportster S, and the Nightster are also all assembled there. Honestly, I haven't even thought about where the Revolution Max motorcycles have been made prior to this, so my bad on that part. The Livewire, the motor company's electric vehicle, is also made there at York, although it is not affected by this shutdown. Of course, Harley-Davidson certainly is not the first manufacturer to make an announcement like this. Last year, nearly all the major car and truck manufacturers made similar announcements that due to the global shortage of computer chips and microprocessing units, that they'd be drastically reducing their production of vehicles, if not stopping certain models altogether for a brief period of time. I'm talking about Ford, GM, Nissan, Toyota, Dodge, all made similar announcements in the past, to name just a few. And the auto industry isn't the only one to make these announcements as well. Again, in the past, in the power sports industry, Polaris, Honda Power Sports, KTM, and BRP have all made similar announcements when it comes to these off-road vehicles, that they were drastically reducing their production, if not briefly halting it for a period of time. That's why if you're looking for an ATV, power sports, off-road vehicle, and you're not finding any, now you know. Earlier this year, I did tell you about how both Ski-Doo and Arctic Cat snowmobiles, they have a period of what they call a snow check, where you order the sled you want, they take the summer to build it, and then you get it just in time for the snow. For the last few years, each brand has allotted a certain number of these sleds to be sold, to be pre-ordered for each dealer. Once those orders were filled, that was it, they were done. In the years past, they used to make a few extras for the dealerships to have in the showroom so that they could show potential buyers when they came in, when they were interested in getting a sled, they'd have these extras in the showroom to sell. That has not been the case since you know what. In that video that I talked about snow checks, I also mentioned the possibility that it could happen with Harley. Is that what happened here? What I do know is that we, the dealerships, received the same news that you heard from the motor company. It's all the same news. The third-party supplier is having a regulatory compliance matter. So, rather than ship motorcycles with these missing components to the dealerships, where the dealer would then have to install it later on, is what I believe the main reason for Harley halting production. It's like the early days of YouTube. Remember? You would pause the video and allow it to load instead of having it sit and spin and buffer. And I think that is the main reason, again, that Harley has stopped production for these 2 weeks, is that rather than playing catch up, they're allowing to get caught up, and then will resume once everything is back to normal for the most part, or at least better than it is now. How long will it last? Harley-Davidson has said that it will be 2 weeks, although they do have a history of under promising and over delivering, meaning that it could be as little as 1 week and that they'd be getting back into it and starting to ramp up production again. Although I feel that in this case that Harley is going to take that full 2 weeks just to play it safe. Can you still order the bike you want? Yes, absolutely. So head over to your local Harley-Davidson dealership, talk with them about your dream bike and what options that you have. Who knows, maybe you'll even find a previously enjoyed, aka pre-owned Harley-Davidson in their showroom that you just have to put in your garage. Maybe you've decided to hang on to the bike or bikes you've already got. Great. Get with the parts department and see about how you can customize your Harley-Davidson with engine upgrades, lights, sound, and decorative trim, making your bike a whole new bike to you once again. Is this the end of Harley as we know it?
I don't think so.
I don't think so by any stretch of the imagination. Yes, there is a lot of scary news out there. Climate change, drought, food shortages, the war in Ukraine, and more. Please take a moment to remember that these news agencies are for-profit businesses, meaning that the more people they have watching or clicking and reading means the more ad revenue goes into their pocket. Most news stories these days are comprised of fact, hype, spin, and commentary, with the actual fact part being a small part of the overall story. Hang in there, folks. We will get through this together. And there's plenty of stuff to look forward to. The Harley-Davidson demo truck is coming to FX Caprara Harley-Davidson May 27th and 28th. And that means that you will get a chance to ride along with me as I test ride the Nightster, the Sportster S, and the Lowrider ST. Then after that is Babe's Ride Out East Coast. Once again, this year I'll be riding down and you can ride along with me. That's another opportunity for me to say stay tuned to my channel. If you haven't done so already, click that subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when I upload new content, if you want to be notified when I upload new content, then be sure to click that bell. Did you like this video? Please be sure to give me a thumbs up. And what are your thoughts on this news from Harley-Davidson? Drop me a comment down below and let me know. That's all for now, guys and gals. Thank you so much for clicking and riding along with me. I do greatly appreciate it. Until next week, please stay safe, be kind to one another, especially if you need a break. Ride when you can and have fun.